Question again?
What was the most interesting thing, or most difficult thing about being a platoon sergeant?
Well, it was all about leadership. Being able to lead 40 or 50 men. I can't remember exactly what the head count was, and having cumulative competitive scores in marksmanship. In drill, and then all the other tests that were administered to the soldiers. Cumulatively, you would have the score of your men, and being able to lead them to excellence was a challenge.
Okay. All right. Okay. So now you're headed to Fort Sill for OCS, and you're married at this time. So how did you get to Fort Sill? And did you take your whole family with you?
Well, I drove to Fort Sill. No, I didn't take my family. It was not a good family environment because basically I was in a barracks situation with precious little free time. Very, very, very little free time.
Okay. All right. Do you remember exactly when you might have went to Fort Sill for this? I mean, the month?
Yes, it was summer. It might have been June, May or June of 1966.
66. Okay. All right. And how long was OCS?
It was 6 months.
6 months?
I recall there were 110 of us that started in the class. I was in Papa Battery, Officer Kenneth, the school battalion, or school brigade, and 38 graduated out of the 110.
Was that the normal washout, or was that similar?
That was extraordinarily high washout. Right. We had factory battery commander was severely criticized because of his high attrition rate.
I think that seemed very. Okay, those 6 months. Did you have any friends that you knew went there with you, or did you know anybody once you got there?
No, I did not know anybody. However, because of the rigorous demands, you got to know people very well.
Okay. What was the hardest thing about those 6 months?
Well, the academics were rather demanding. You had all the math skills required to deliver artillery in a combat situation, and your computations had to be quick and they had to be accurate, and you had to be on time.
Okay.
So the academics were very demanding.
Okay.
The physical aspects of the school was pretty demanding, but I was up for that because of the amount of time I already had in the Army.
Oh, you mean officers had to do calisthenics?
Well, we weren't officers.
Okay.
We were officer candidates, right. And we were as low life as you can imagine. Lower than a private. We were just absolutely given mental and physical harassment at every opportunity.
So how did this feel being an E6 and an accomplished soldier at that particular point, now being reverted back to being
well, it gave me a good background, especially the training that I had from Master Sergeant Berry. That came in very handy. Plus, having been a drill sergeant, the physical aspects of Officer Kenneth School and